Ever looked at a photograph of a landscape and thought to yourself, there is no way this place is real? Our planet is filled with landscapes so surreal, so magnificent, and so out of this world that they look like they were pulled straight from a fantasy movie or generated by a computer. But the truth is, Mother Nature and human history have collaborated to create masterpieces that go far beyond our imagination. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going on an incredible journey across the globe to explore the top 7 stunningly beautiful places that are 100% real. We will uncover who found them, how they were formed, and the fascinating history behind their beauty. We are counting down from number 7 all the way to our absolute number 1 spot. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into these breathtaking wonders. Top 7 stunningly beautiful places on Earth that actually exist. Number 7. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. Starting our countdown at number 7 is the mesmerizing Salar de Uyuni, located in the high Andes of southwestern Bolivia. This is the world's largest salt flat, stretching over 10,000 square kilometers, and its creation is a fascinating geological story. Around 40,000 years ago, this entire area was covered by a giant prehistoric lake called Lake Minchin. As the Earth's climate shifted and the lake slowly dried up under the scorching sun, it left behind a thick crust of dazzling white salt that we see today. But the true magic happens during the rainy season, when a thin layer of water covers the salt, transforming the endless flat expanse into the world's largest natural mirror. The sky reflects perfectly on the ground, making it impossible to tell where the Earth ends and the heavens begin. For centuries, the indigenous Aymara people have lived near these flats, believing that the mountains surrounding the area were once giant humans who cried tears of salty milk, forming the White Desert. Today, it remains not only a crucial source of salt and lithium for the local economy, but also a breathtaking pilgrimage site for travelers seeking to walk on the sky. Number 6. Antelope Canyon, USA. At number 6, we travel to the American Southwest, specifically to the Navajo Nation in Arizona, to explore the surreal beauty of Antelope Canyon. This slot canyon is a masterpiece carved entirely by the sheer force of water and time. For millions of years, seasonal flash floods have rushed through the Navajo sandstone, acting like nature's sandpaper to carve out deep, winding, and incredibly smooth corridors. The canyon gets its name from the local Navajo people, who call the upper section Say-Biganilini, which translates to the place where water runs through rocks, as herds of pronghorn antelope once roamed freely in the area. The walls of the canyon boast vibrant hues of orange, red, and purple, changing dynamically as beams of sunlight pierce through the narrow openings at the top during the midday hours. Because of the extreme danger of sudden flash floods, which can fill the canyon in a matter of minutes, even if it is raining miles away, visitors can only explore this sacred site with official Navajo guides, preserving its pristine and spiritual atmosphere for generations. Number 5. Pamukkale, Turkey. Coming in at number 5 is the striking landscape of Pamukkale, located in the Denizli province of southwestern Turkey. The name literally translates to Cotton Castle in Turkish, and the moment you see it, you understand why. Gleaming white terraces cascade down the hillside like a frozen waterfall, filled with milky blue thermal waters. These terraces were formed over millennia by mineral-rich hot springs that flow out of the earth. As the calcium carbonate in the water cools and reacts with the air, it hardens into the brilliant white travertine pools we see today. But Pamukkale isn't just a natural wonder, it holds a deep human history. Recognizing the healing properties of these thermal waters, the ancient Greeks and later the Romans built the grand spa city of Hierapolis right on top of the terraces in the 2nd century BC. Emperors and citizens alike would travel from across the empire to bathe in these exact pools to cure their ailments. Today, you can still swim in the same warm, mineral-rich waters where ancient kings once relaxed, surrounded by submerged Roman columns that fell into the pools during ancient earthquakes. Number 4. Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, China. Our number 4 spot takes us into a mystical realm located in the Hunan province of China, the Zhangjiajie National Forest Park. If this place looks familiar, it is because its otherworldly landscape was the direct inspiration for the floating Hallelujah Mountains in James Cameron's blockbuster movie, Avatar. The park is famous for its more than 3,000 towering, pillar-like sandstone peaks, many of which reach over 200 meters into the sky. Unlike limestone formations found elsewhere, these pillars were created over millions of years through physical erosion caused by expanding ice in the winter and the region's heavy rains, which washed away the softer rock and left only these massive columns behind. Ancient Chinese artists and poets have traveled to these mountains for centuries, finding inspiration in the way dense fog rolls between the peaks, making the stone towers appear as if they are genuinely floating in the clouds. Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1992, Zhangjiajie stands as a breathtaking testament to the slow, steady, and dramatic carving power of the Earth's natural elements. Number 3. Mount Roraima, Venezuela. At number 3, we venture into the heart of South America, to the border of Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana, to witness the imposing Mount Roraima. This is a tepui, which is a flat-topped, tabletop mountain surrounded by sheer vertical cliffs that rise 400 meters straight up from the dense Amazonian jungle. Mount Roraima is one of the oldest geological formations on Earth, dating back some 2 billion years. For the indigenous Paimon people, the mountain is deeply sacred. They believe it is the stump of a mighty, ancient tree that once held all the fruits and vegetables of the world before it was chopped down, unleashing a massive flood. Because of its extreme isolation and towering height, the summit has evolved an entirely unique ecosystem where a significant percentage of the flora and fauna exist nowhere else on the planet. The mountain was famously climbed by the British explorer Sir Everard Infern in 1884, and his subsequent reports of this isolated world high above the clouds directly inspired Sir Arthur Conan Doyle to write his classic adventure novel, The Lost World, filled with surviving dinosaurs and prehistoric plants. Number 2. Petra, Jordan. Just missing the top spot at number 2 is the legendary Rose City of Petra, hidden deep within a remote desert canyon in the rugged mountains of southern Jordan. Unlike natural formations, Petra is a miraculous achievement of human engineering and artistry. Over 2,000 years ago, an industrious and mysterious Arab civilization known as the Nabateans carved an entire bustling metropolis directly into the vibrant red, pink, and orange sandstone cliff faces. The Nabateans were master hydrologists. They controlled the region's flash floods using a complex system of dams and water channels, turning an arid desert into a lush, wealthy trading hub where the silk and spice routes intersected. The most famous structure, the treasury, or Al-Khazna, served as a royal tomb and was designed to awe passing merchants with its massive, intricately carved Greek-influenced facade. After changing trade routes and a devastating earthquake in the 4th century AD crippled the city, Petra was abandoned and forgotten by the Western world. It remained a heavily guarded secret of the local Bedouin tribes for centuries, until a disguised Swiss explorer, Johann Ludwig Burckhardt, finally tricked his way into the canyon in 1812, revealing its stunning majesty to the rest of the globe. Number 1. Machu Picchu, Peru. Taking the crown at number 1 is a place where breathtaking natural geography and phenomenal human history perfectly collide. The legendary Incan citadel of Machu Picchu. Perched precariously on a narrow mountain ridge, 2,430 meters above sea level in the Peruvian Andes, surrounded by lush tropical mountain forests and steep drops into the Urubamba River Valley, its location is nothing short of impossible. Built in the 15th century, most archaeologists believe it was constructed as an exclusive royal state for the powerful Inca emperor Pachacuti. The Incas built this massive complex without the use of mortar, iron tools, or even the wheel. Instead, they used a technique called ashlar, cutting the massive granite stones so perfectly that not even a single blade of grass can fit between them, an engineering marvel that has allowed the city to survive countless earthquakes. Miraculously, when the Spanish conquistadors invaded South America, they never found Machu Picchu, leaving it intact while other Inca cities were destroyed. The city was quietly abandoned by its inhabitants for unknown reasons and slowly swallowed by the thick jungle. It remained a secret, known only to a few local farmers, until the American historian Hiram Bingham was led up the steep mountain path in 1911, exposing to the world the most stunningly beautiful and well-preserved ancient city on Earth. And there you have it, the top 7 stunningly beautiful places on Earth that are actually real. From the endless mirrors of Bolivia's salt flats to the cloud-touching peaks of Machu Picchu, our world is full of wonders waiting to be explored. Which of these locations is at the top of your travel bucket list? Let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another adventure with us. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.